We have been a mock weekend for the last couple of weeks. A look at the most recent mock drafts, and we will continue that trend. Again, all of these mock drafts within the past 3-4 days. Jason McIntyre from Fox Sports has Jeff Kuda going third. Pretty much the consensus is it's Joe Burrows and Chase Young going 1 and 2. So Kuda 3, Becton going 4, Mekhi Becton going 4 to the Giants. Jedrick Wills going 8 to the Cardinals. Isaiah Simmons a spot before the Browns pick at 9 to the Jaguars. And then McIntyre has the Browns taking Tristan Wirfs with Andrew Thomas still on the board. So he has Iowa's Tristan Wirfs going to the Browns. Let's look at Chris Trapasso from CBS Sports. He has Tua going to the Dolphins and Okudah going to the Lions. The Dolphins trading up to 3 and taking Tua. He has Jedrick Wills going 4 to the Giants. Simmons going 7 to the Panthers. He has the Buccaneers trading up in front of the Browns to take Tristan Wirfs. And then the Browns taking Andrew Thomas, the tackle from Georgia, with the 10th pick. And then Daniel Jeremiah from NFL.com has Okudah going 3, Wirfs going 4. He has the Dolphins taking Herbert over Tua. Tua going 6. Wills going 8 to the Cardinals. Becton going 9 to the Jaguars. And Daniel Jeremiah from NFL.com has the Browns taking Isaiah Simmons with Thomas still on the board. So there you have it. Again, a number of guys with a number of different scenarios, and it's kind of interesting. You can find guys who like each and every one of those 4 tackles that are on the board. Let's bring Dan Lobby back in. Dan, you saw some of the mock drafts there. Do you see the potential if Isaiah Simmons is there that the Browns would take him at 10?
He's the wild card in all of this. And I think Daniel Jeremiah actually explained why you might take Isaiah Simmons really well in that mock draft. He said, you're going to have to face Lamar Jackson twice a year, the reigning MVP. And it would be nice to have a playmaker like Simmons to sort of attack Jackson. And you compare him up with Myles Garrett, who's super athletic on the end. And you have a couple guys that maybe can help contain a guy like Lamar Jackson. So, that's sort of your reasoning there. It's that do everything defensive player. I think he's the wild card in all of this. Is if he's sitting there at number 10, the Browns could take him. The Browns could kind of auction off that pick and move down a few spots and add some more picks if they felt like they could get a tackle at, let's just throw out random numbers, 12, 13, 17, something like that. I think what might dictate that is if they really like one of these other tackles, say an Ezra Cleveland or someone like that, who maybe isn't projected among that top group, but they feel they can get him maybe by trading up into the first round or moving down off of 10. I think that's sort of where the maneuvering would start.
Do you think, and again, do you get a sense this front office in this incarnation this year is more likely to trade up from 10 or down from 10 and then move back into the first round?
I think the only reason they would trade down is if they really believe they could get a guy they like and be able to add picks. This isn't 2016 and 2017 all over again, where they're going to trade down just for the sake of acquiring more assets. They're going to look to add players that they really like, and they're not going to trade out of good players if they think that player fits their need. I just don't think they're in sell mode right now. They want to add really good players. Free agency, I believe, sends a message, hey, the Browns are serious. They're going to add players. Andrew Berry said he's going to be aggressive. He has lived up to that so far. So I think anything's on the table. And if there is a left tackle that they believe separates from the others and maybe they can jump up and grab him, it would not shock me if they decided to make that move. They don't have a ton of draft capital necessarily to move up, but I'm sure they could pull something together if there was one left tackle that they really liked.